celebrate Thanksgiving, and we're going to do it with yoga poses and moving our body. We're going to tell the Thanksgiving story. Okay, so get yourself ready. It was a long, long time ago. It was all the way back in 1620. It was almost 400 years ago. And there were people who lived in England, and they were called the Pilgrims. We're going to put our big black pilgrim hats on. And the Pilgrims had a very hard life, and they wanted to leave and look for new land and look for a new life. So they were searching for freedom. They wanted freedom. So what they did, they hopped in a boat, and the boat was called the Mayflower. And they got in this boat and they sailed across the ocean, and it took a very long time. They were very tired. But when they got to new land, they hit America. And in America, they landed on Plymouth Rock. So we're going to come into, some of you might know this as child's pose, but we call this rock pose. And they landed on Plymouth Rock. And the Pilgrims met people at Plymouth Rock. And the people who lived in America that they met on Plymouth Rock, they were called Native Americans. So come on up. If you know yoga poses, this is Warrior One. They met the Native Americans, and they were very peaceful warriors. Yeah, this is our warrior pose. Good. And come to center. We're going to do Warrior One on the other side. The Native Americans, they loved the land, and they taught the Pilgrims how to grow food. So bring your hands like this. To grow food, it took a long time, but they started with seeds and they planted them in the ground. So let's come on down and dig a little hole in the soil, pop some seeds in, and go ahead and pat the soil down. Okay, and we need a few things to grow a seedling. Time is one of them, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna be very patient. It took a long, long time for these seeds to grow. And they needed some rainwater. So let's make some rainwater go on the seed. We're gonna pretend our bodies are a little seed sprouting. So go ahead and let the rainwater go on your feet. Hear the pitter patter of the rain on your shins and on your thighs. Good, and go up to your belly. Make the pitter patter of the rain. We're always kind when we're pitter pattering rain on ourselves, nice and gentle like a massage. Let it rain on your chest. Let it rain gently on your head. Good, and then stop. Feel the energy of the rain and feel the sprout getting ready to grow. The sprout needs something else to grow. It needs sunshine. So reach up and grab the sun. See if you can go up on your tippy toes. Grab the sun. Good, and let the sun shine all the way down to your seedling. Good, and then it took many, many days for it to grow. So you can take your legs apart and take one arm and reach it up, grab the sun, and let the sun shine down on our seedling. Grab your other arm up, grabbing that light and that energy and the warmth of the sun, and let it shine down. And with the sun and the rain, our little seedling grew and grew and grew into a big, strong tree. We call this tree. Good, and there were many, many, many trees. The trees were strong and stable, and they grew very strong. And on some of these trees and bushes and shrubs, let's do tree on the other leg, they grew food. And there's all kinds of food that grows on trees. I bet you guys can come up with a few. So we have apples and bananas. There's pears. Put your feet down. In the ground, we grow potatoes and corn and squash. There's all kinds of food. And the Pilgrims and the Native Americans are very peaceful warriors. Switch to the other side. They were so thankful for all of this food and their new friends that they made and the family that they took with them to the new land that they decided to celebrate and have Thanksgiving. At Thanksgiving, they needed to put down big chairs for the big people. And they needed to put down little chairs for the little people. And they set a nice big big table so they could all sit around and eat all of this wonderful food that they grew with all of their friends and family. They needed to make the table a little bit longer. We needed a nice big table for all of our friends and family. And then this is where the tradition of Thanksgiving started. And we celebrate by eating all the food, inviting our friends and family, and practicing gratitude. So it's a really nice time to stop and think about all the people in your life you're grateful for and all the wonderful things you have that you're so, so grateful for. I'm so grateful you did yoga and celebrated Thanksgiving with me. Namaste.